Hello, Saints. Uh, this is being played on Sunday, and it's Sunday the 11th. So we're looking at the second part, the second lesson, a continuation of the foundational structures of the book of Daniel before we actually get into it. And one of the most important things probably is here in the book. You'll see, I can bring it up here nice and neat for you, and that gets so much glare on it. You see those two candelabras there. And what you've got is that's the structure of the book. And let me see if I can get a little bit closer, and you can kind of see how the book is laid out. It's a chiasm, but it's a double chiasm. It's not just one pair, one set. A chiasm is technically called an inverse parallel, where you say one thing, and then you say it again, but in reverse order. Whatever elements you had in the first part get reversed in the second part. An example would be in Galatians 2:16. That verse is a chiastic verse. It's written where Paul says we're not saved by works, we're saved by faith. I'm sorry, he starts out with we're saved by faith, not by works. And then he finishes the other half of the verse with not by works, but by faith. And so if you lay those out on a graph, you end up with a kind of like a pattern that looks like a capital letter X. The capital letter X in the Greek language is called a chi. Hence, it's the chiastic structure. The breakdown, of course, of Daniel is a little more than just a couple things. There's actually, you see, a little more parallel between. Also, the book is divided into two main parts, narratives and the prophecies. So, the narrative stories take care of the macro, localized God in control, and then you go to the prophecies, which are futuristic, and show you that God will finish in control. So the whole idea that God is in control now and in the future. And those are the basic breakdowns that we'll begin to go with the book as we begin to understand. Next time we're going to talk on the first chapter of Daniel, and that itself is the introduction that Daniel writes for the book, setting the stage. A lot of people use chapter 1 to teach our diet method, healthful eating, things like that. Well, that's a homiletical way of using it, but that's not why Daniel wrote it. And we'll see you then. Blessings.